Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play series for Farming Simulator 25. It is here, guys. It is here officially as of today. Well, officially for the rest of us normal people as of today, November the 12th, it is here. There were a select few special YouTubers and Twitchers and whoever else that were able to get access to this a few days early. I was not one of those lucky few. I was like the rest of you guys. I got it today. That's okay. We're gonna jump right into this. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this. I've already had some fun with it today. For those of you who got to join my live stream earlier today, I appreciate it. Although we didn't really get much into the actual like nitty-gritty gameplay. We mostly just looked at a lot of the new features and things of that nature. So expect the next live stream to really get into running a farm. If you were disappointed by the first episode. But if you do want to go see me just kind of talking about all the new features and kind of oohing and awing about some of the cool things, yeah, feel free to watch that first live stream episode. That is what we did a lot of in there. We are playing on the Hutan Pantai map here. It's the Asian inspired map. I probably pronounced that wrong. Because we wanted to kind of do something cool, a little bit different. There's three maps. There's a US based map. There's this one. The US based map is going to be my live stream map. This map we're going to be doing on this Let's Play. And then there is Sri Lanka, which I will definitely be playing Sri Lanka because that's one of my favorite maps they've ever made. I love Sri Lanka, but we just finished Sri Lanka in FS25. We're going to put that on the back burner for now, and we'll come back to that at some point in the future. For now, on the Asian map, we are doing a start from scratch run, but there is a new toggle when you start a start from scratch run. I guess probably when you start any of the game modes, where you can actually toggle whether or not you start with a farm, a starting farm, or not. So even though I'm playing start from scratch, I've got hard economy on. I decided to turn on that starting farm toggle to see what it gives us and kind of see where it starts us. So we do get a little bit more here than we might normally with the start from scratch, but I think it's okay to kind of start with some basic machinery and some basic small farms just to get our foot in the door here and see where that gets us. So that's where we're at right now. We do have some equipment. We do have some farmland. And we do have a creepy grandfather who just won't stop staring at us no matter where we move. In fact, even the guy back there in the far side, like literally, no matter where I move, these guys follow me around. It's really creepy, okay? Giants, I love that you put the contract guys in the game. The whole turning and following you, I'm a little creeped out by. Just throw it out there. Anyway, so let's take a look at our farm and see what we've got available to us right now. So here is our tiny little farm on this cool little map. We're on this little, I don't know, peninsula area. I guess right up against the ocean here. I mean, at first glance, this map looks kind of small, but when I see how, I think our fields are just, you know, our fields are okay size. They're not huge. I think these are just gigantic fields, and so proportionately, it looks like the map is actually kind of small, but actually I think these are just really, really huge fields. Especially like field 2 and field 7 here in the middle field 12. We'll probably do some exploration at some point, but for right now, we're going to be playing around with our little neck of the woods here. We do start off with, what, 5 fields? We've got these 3 down here that are currently running... where do I see that? Okay, let's move this over here. They are currently running, I believe, rice. Yes. So these 3 have a rice on them, which I believe is actually ready to harvest right now. So we're going to get to have some fun with that. Yes, they are. Our 3 rice fields are ready to harvest. Rice being one of the new crops in this version of the game, along with long grain rice. We'll take a look at that. Probably not on this map. We'll probably do the long grain rice on the American map because it's just a little bit different. And then there's, you know, other crops like green beans, and there's going to be spinach, and there's what else? Obviously, all the vegetables we had in the Sri Lanka map from before. There's one other I'm missing. Green beans, spinach. Oh, peas. There's also peas, and a few more types of crop type stuff that you can get from the greenhouses as well. The greenhouses have a lot more things now, like mushrooms and onions and things like that. So we'll be taking a look at a lot of that as time allows and as our story progresses and things like that. We do have a few buildings as well. So we have a medium mushroom greenhouse right here. So that'll give us some mushrooms right away. We also have a greenhouse down here that for rice saplings. So this type of rice, the regular rice, not the long grain, you actually plant the saplings into like a flooded field, and that's how they kind of grow. So we actually grow the saplings in a greenhouse, and then we plant them after that. So that's a little bit of a different process, and we'll definitely take a look at that. We do look like we have a beehive over here. There's Creepy Ben and Creepy Grandpa, Walter. And then we also have a silo over here, which is really cool. I like that these starting farms do give you a little silo, because that's one of the things that farms in the past have always lacked. Having that personalized silo on your map, which is, I think, is a really cool thing. They actually did that in the Sri Lanka run, didn't they? I think that's the first map I've seen where all the different little starting farms that you could buy, they all have their own little personal silos. I thought that's really, really cool. We don't have any actual animals right now, so we might be exploring animals at some point. Obviously, one of the new animals in this version of the game is water buffalo, so we might be taking a look at that. There's also goats, and I feel like there's one more. Maybe not. Maybe I made it up. I will say, though, that one other cool thing, and I'm not going to go through all the cool things, don't get me wrong. You can watch the live stream for that. But the animals start off as babies, like legitimate babies, and you get to see them grow up. So we might get the chance to look at that at some point. Let's also take a look at our equipment here and see what kind of equipment we start with, because we do start with some basic little bits of equipment. Oh, there's our two production, well, officially production chains, but it's our rice saplings and then our different types of mushrooms. We can grow the enoki mushrooms and the oyster mushrooms. Interesting. Not sure if we have a specific use for those right now, and they don't have any water at the moment, but we might take a look at that at some point in the future. All right, here we go. Vehicles right here. So we do start with an AGCO 8010 series, up to 225 horsepower. Nice little tractor there. I like that. That's not too bad. We also have this little tiny Ape 50, which is basically like a glorified moped, I think, or something. It's not. It's just a tiny little vehicle, putting around vehicle. We've got the Great Plains solid stand seeder here. Can do a lot of different seeds and things like that. So we can do peas on that. We can do spinach. So we got some options there. We've got our harvester for our rice. We've got our planter for our rice saplings. We'll get to use that at some point. This looks like a cultivator, I'm assuming. And then we've got, oh, cool. We got a little semi truck that, or not semi truck, like a little truck that has a trailer on it for hauling around the crops. That's really, really cool. I like that. And we got a Massey Ferguson harvester with a header and a trailer. So that's what we start with. Nothing too crazy and exciting. A lot of these are a bit old, not kind of worn down a little bit, but very cool to see. Do we have any hand tools? I don't think we do. We do not. All right, so that's what we start with. And like I said, I believe our rice is ready to harvest. So let's just jump over here to our rice harvester, which I had actually already moved over here. And then I realized that I had muted myself. And so I was talking to you guys for the first 8 minutes of this video, completely muted. Obviously, I stopped that recording and restarted. But that's the reason why the harvester's over here. Just FYI. That's the only thing I did. As I moved the harvester over here and then looked over and I'm like, I'm not talking to you guys. And as opposed to, I didn't really want to be rude and just be making you guys read my lips the entire episode. So I figured I'd actually restart it. We are going to be harvesting this. To harvest this, I'm actually going to show off the new AI features. And the new AI features is probably one of the biggest things that I was the most excited about when I was going over all the stuff in the live stream. Because I came into the live stream and into today completely blind. I mean, I had seen the trailer a couple months back. So I knew about the water buffalo. I knew about the rice. I didn't know about most everything else. And so I've been keeping everything safe. I haven't watched any YouTube videos, nothing. So I came into all this blind. So bear with me. I still haven't learned everything. I'm not an expert at the game yet, but we'll all become an expert together as we go through this all together and learn things. So I do want to show off the new AI features because I think it's really cool. So if we hold down the B button on my controller, I use the controller. Whatever button you use might be different, but we get this new pop-up menu for how to use the AI. A couple things. First up, we do have two settings here. We've got the AI worker itself, which is just going to automate literally everything. By the way, so much smarter than it's ever been. This, so cool. And then we also have just a steering assist, which means I can still do the harvesting, but this thing's just going to keep me on that course, similar to how GPS worked in the past. And all vehicles come with GPS by default. We don't have to pay extra for them or anything like that, like we did with the mod from before. So if we want to use the steering assist, it's just already baked into the game. So we probably will be using this quite a bit, but I want to show off the AI worker mode because I think it's really, really cool. First up, we can set the working width. Obviously, in this case, it is set to auto, so it's just going to set it to whatever our current harvester is set to, so 2 meters, perfect. We can set how many headlands we want to run, which obviously gives us that space to turn around and things like that, which is awesome. Right now, it's currently set to an auto, which for this one is 3 headlands, so there's that. We can work the headlands themselves, so either I can go do the headlands, which I do sometimes. If you see me play any of the FS25 stuff, sometimes I'll do the headlands, and then I'll let the AI worker do the stuff in the middle. Partly because in the past, the AI worker was not able to do the headlands. Now they can. We can also tell it where we want to start. We can either start with the up-downs, or we can start with the headlands themselves. And, oh my goodness, huge feature, we can skip lines. What is the value of skipping lines, you might ask? Skipping lines means we can have more than one harvester working at the same time, because one will just skip every other line and the other one will just come back through and do the other. Beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. I'm so excited, guys. Don't get me wrong. You'll see me do some tractor driving. I promise. I'll do some. But I'm really geeking out about the AI stuff here. It is so cool. I've been wanting stuff like this for a very long time. So I think we're going to start with this guy. We are going to start with the headland, and all this looks good. So we'll confirm that. And let's just activate our worker and watch him in action. He should start with the headland here, and we'll see how smart he actually is. And there he goes. Already go. I mean, he missed a little spot. It's not going to be 100% perfect. It's going to be pretty good, though. And he's already trucking along. He's going to get to the end here. This is the new part, guys. Remember, in FS25, we didn't have this part. He's going to get to the end here, and he should make a right-handed turn. I think. Watch me be wrong. Oh, is he going to cut in and then go for it? Is he giving himself space to turn here? I haven't actually seen this before, just for the record. I did a little bit of it on the live stream. Nothing quite like this. This is... Okay, so he's got that little space so he can turn now, right? Is he going to turn here in a minute? He's going to cut out. Come on, turn, turn, turn. There he goes, there he goes. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, it's so cool. I don't know, I love it. You guys might not get the same reaction as I'm providing, but I absolutely love that this is a thing. Another thing, and we'll show this off later. Let's say I'm over here. Let's say my little tractor is way up here somewhere. I could tell it, I could set a work order for it to go to the field, and it is smart enough that if I tell it a work order to harvest from over here, not only will it drive to the field, but as soon as it gets there, it will start the automation of harvesting the field already. Come on. Come on. I mean, so cool. So cool. I'm sorry. I'm geeking out about it. Anyway, we've got that going. In the meantime, we might as well start working on our other field over here. So we do have some other fields over here that currently do not have any crops on them at all. And I actually don't know what I want to grow. I actually don't know what our story is. I was supposed to think about our story before I started the recording, but I was so excited to start the recording, I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. So what is our story? We're going to be growing rice, for sure, 100%. I'm going to have some water buffalo at some point because it's new and it makes sense on the Asian map, I think. Beyond that, I don't know what we're going to do. So we do have this little field. It is already got the... Now, is this already got the little rows on it, or is this just maybe the effect after plowing? It does say it needs plowing. You know what? Let's grab you. Is this a plow or is this just a cultivator? I actually don't remember. How does that serve? Let's go look at the menu options here. The cultivator, does this one count as a... No, it's just shallow cultivating, so it won't actually do the plowing. So I don't think we actually have a plow at all, do we? There's not a way to see the own equipment from here as well. Another cultivator. Yeah, I don't see a way. We only have a handful of mods, by the way. I do have the mods. All the mods I had right here are all Giants made. So anything that Giants made that's already up on the DLC list or in the mod list or whatever, mod store, I can't talk. Those are what I have installed here. So nothing else besides that. Oh, there's vehicles. Oh, it's the same screen. Okay. So yeah, we don't have any sort of plow or anything like that. I guess we need a plow because we do need plowing to get that thing back to set. And what else did we need over there? I think we needed lime. We might need to get a lime thing. Let me just jump over to you because you're closer. I think it said we need a lime as well, didn't it? Yeah, needs lime. Okay, so let me get a plow and then we'll get some lime. I mean, we can just get a basic plow. I mean, I really like... Does the one I downloaded still work? It's not here. Where is it at? It's under subsoiling? Yeah. It can be used instead of plow. I really like this thing a lot. I've used this thing a bazillion times on so many episodes. If you guys ever seen me do it, I I don't know, it just works. It's just nice and convenient, and it works really good. So we're going to grab this one, I think. We got enough money. We'll go ahead and buy it. We're going to be using this in quite a bit. I'll probably lease some things, but in this particular case, we will go ahead and buy that. So let's go ahead and go back to our tractor here. And you know what? I'm actually going to tell him to drive over there. We're going to take a look at if the AI for driving is as good as it's been in the past. Where is the store? Is that it right there? That's the store. So we're going to tell you, if we come over here to create a job, we can select the tractor that we're going to create the job for, which is this one right here. And then we're going to, we don't want to create a job because in this case, we're just going to set the destination, which is going to drive it there. If I wanted him to go to a field and actually start harvesting or plowing or whatever like that, that's where the create job comes in. But just for driving from point A to point B, we can just set the destination like we've done in the past, and we'll just drive him over here to the store. Will he back up? I've never tried this before. Do they back up? He might not be smart enough to back up. Doesn't look like he is. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's smart enough to back up, unfortunately. Which is fine. A shame, but it's alright. Alright, we'll drive over there. We'll at least get him facing that direction. I'm assuming if I turn him around, he will now be smart enough to drive over there. Just a little experimentation, because why not? Yeah, there he goes. How's our other guy doing? I'm excited to see him start working on the up-downs here in a moment. He's still got a couple more rounds to go. I think he's going to do 3, right? We saw that. Not a very big harvester, obviously. It's not going to have a very big hopper or anything like that. How big of a rice harvester can we get? Let's go look down here somewhere, probably. Rice harvesters. Oh, is that the only one? Alright, I guess you just don't ever need a big one, apparently. Here's all the spinach, green bean, and pea harvesters. These are very expensive, just like the big old vegetable harvesters or sugar beets or potato, anything like that. These are very, very expensive machines. Probably will only ever do these one at a time. I don't think you'll ever do all of these at the same time. That's just insane. Now for long grain rice, you can still use a regular harvester. So we've got that as available as an option. All right, let's go check out where you're at. A little issue there? Are you just done? Or are you... No, you're just confused for a second. What if I leave and come back? Are you just thinking? Alright, so the AI is not perfect. Better in some ways. Not perfect. Obviously still some issues. Looks like we're just going to have to toggle that off and we'll go ahead and drive up here ourselves. No problem. Where are we going? We are going left. Oh, I thought I was driving. I genuinely thought for a moment I was driving on the wrong side of the road, and that's why that guy just drove past me. No, he was legitimately passing me. That's a feature of the game now. They'll pass you on the road. Oh, that's actually really funny. It's funny at first that I thought it was because I'm on the wrong side of the road, and I was about to have, oh yeah, I'm a dummy. Of course it's on the other side of the road because we're not in America. But obviously some places do drive on the right side of the road. Besides America. That was actually a funny moment. At least I thought it was funny. I'm humorized by my own silliness sometimes. Humorized? I think I made that word up. I actually kind of like this little white tractor. I mean, it's basic, it's simple. I kind of tend to like the really simple tractors because they're usually pretty cheap. Not really anything too crazy we got to worry about. And, yeah, not bad. Oh, actually, let's see something. I mean, I probably will do some of the work here myself, but I kind of want to show this off as well. Let's go And we want to click on you. And we want to create a job. So we're going to have you field work. I mean, do we have to like start off in a small spot here? Let's do field work here maybe, or do I have to say anything? Start job? Oh, okay, let me see. I did this earlier. I might have just been done it wrong. Let me see. So if I... yeah, no field found. Oh, that makes sense. Makes sense. I did it on the live stream. I might have just done it wrong. Bear with me as I'm relearning how to do this. We want to take you. We want to create a job. We do want to field. Oh, I had to actually tell him where to go. That's right. So we want to target position. I don't know, I'll just say right over here. There. And field work and start job. So now he's going to drive to the field. You know, hands off. We're going to watch this happen. I mean, if he gets stuck on the road again, whatever, we'll fix it. But we'll see if he can do this himself. Now, the couple things they cannot do, as far as I understand. They still can't do, like, bailing and all that kind of stuff. That's still not in the game yet. I'm sure there's going to be some mods for that, but as of right now, the base AI, as I understand it, is not capable of doing that. They still can't, like, drive a truck besides a tractor and, like, one of them being harvesting, one of them, you know, taking the grain or whatever and filling it up. They still can't do that. So there's a few things that would have be nice to see. But that's okay. What they've added already is really, really cool. And maybe as more of the game comes out, maybe they're just going to open the door for more of these types of things to happen as time goes by. Let's check in on our other guy real quick. Oh, he's already doing the verticals. Oh, did I accidentally leave it on? I might have left it on skipping. That's on me. That's just me. I was playing around with it. So I probably left it on skip every other one. That's okay. He should be smart enough to... I can set it back up to go do the other side here in a little bit, so I don't think it'll hurt anything. All right, so he's gonna go to this corner of this field right here. And now, if it works, because I already have the settings for do the headland first. We'll see if he'll do the headland first here. Oh, he might not. Oh, is he gonna do the middle first? I might have needed to set the settings so I'm gonna do the middle first. It's alright, we can do the headland later. I don't remember where he's at, but there you go. Set an instruction for him to drive here, get started on the field, and that's exactly what he did. Again, I need to change some of the settings to make sure he's doing the headland first, or it doesn't hurt anything to do it this way, but something to think about. Is he going to skip every other row because I still have that set? Is that a global setting? I'm not sure if it's a global setting or a protractor setting. Looks like he's smart enough to do side-by-sides. One thing to note here, he's not going in a straight line. He is taking the curve. That is really cool that they are smart enough to follow the curvature of these abnormal fields. I used to hate abnormal fields because they were always such a pain for the workers. If you ever wanted to use workers, they just couldn't figure out how to do it. This is huge, this guys. This is amazing that they know how to do this. All right, so we obviously were not smart enough to set him up properly. So let me make sure I do set you up the right way. Skip lines. Oh, I had it on 1 because in my brain, 1 is the lowest. No, it's 0. You want to skip 0 lines. We'll just say skip 1 line still because once I turn him around here, he's going to need to do the rest of these by skipping a line. So I think that'll actually do exactly what we want to do. This thing turns so funny. I'm not quite doing a good job turning it right. Okay. That should mean that he'll do the rest of this, skipping the lines again, but cleaning up the rest of this real quick. I think. Maybe? How you doing? You're doing good. Are you confused? I broke it. I might have broke it. He also might just be thinking. I did see this behavior on the live stream earlier where every once in a while it seems like they just have to think a little bit about what's about to happen. I can't tell if he's stuck or just thinking though. That's the problem. We'll come back to him in just a moment. I think it's so cool that they follow curvature as well. So cool. All right, let me grab the, while you're doing that, being weird, let me grab the truck and get it ready to bring over there. And then we'll, let's see where that gets us. I actually like that this is one of these types of trucks instead of having a trailer. I think this is kind of fun and different. All right, so she's still stuck over there. I think I've confused her sufficiently. Maybe if I start it going. Oh, did I not turn on the right thing? Let me see. Lower harvester. I forgot that part. All right, well, if I start you up and then toggle the worker, will you be smart enough to continue? No. I think I broke you. I broke her. Work the headlands. Start with up, down. Okay, we're not going to work the headlands anymore because that's already done. Maybe that's where she's confused. Skip lines. We'll say keep it on skip lines 1. I think I broke her. As much as I'm ranting and raving about the AI, obviously still not perfect. Or I just kind of messed some settings up because of how I did it. That's always possible as well. Let's put it back to 0. Maybe that's part of the problem. Apparently that was a part of the problem. But what's he going to do for the middle bit? I wonder. Interesting. Curious. I haven't actually tried the skipping the lines part. That was accidental that we did it this time. I assumed it would work so that 2 harvesters can go back and forth. Maybe there's still some bugs to work out there. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. We'll see what he does here on the second bit. Is he smart enough to skip to the next line? Or is he going to try to do this empty spit? Looks like he's trying to do the empty bit. Presumably he's confused. Is he going to find it? I'm going to be impressed if he finds this. He found it. Ho, ho, ho. I mean, still some bugs, but still impressive at the same time. I'm just saying. I'm equally impressed and also like, there's some bugs, you know? I mean, it is what it is. Oh, another thing, by the way, I love the divots that the tractors put into the dirt. It's so cool. I mean, you can still see them over there. The actual deformation of the land itself as the tractors... I mean, we used to see tire tracks. This is more than tire tracks. This is actually deformed physical soil and stuff. It's very cool. Very cool. Are you going to do the headland yourself? Are you smart enough to know how to do that? Or do I need to tell you? We'll take a look at that here in a minute. While we're waiting on that, though, I do need to get a lime spreader. Question. Is the only lime spreader still the same one we've had for like 2 versions of Farming Simulator now? It appears it is still, it's still just the Breedle. It's the only lime spreader apparently. And we only have the 1 version. We don't have the double wheeled version. So I guess we'll just use this because that's all we got. We got the extensions. I don't really care about the extension that much. I don't even think we need the wider spreading disc. I think we can just go with the small basic one. I mean, we're going to use this pretty frequently. I don't think we're going to lease this. I think we're going to buy this as well. We'll have that ready to go. I love that this is working. So cool. So cool. I'll wait till you get to this end and I'll come up beside you and we'll start gathering some stuff. I'm just curious if this guy's going to do the headland in here in a minute. I mean, not perfectly, obviously, but I think he's going to figure it out eventually. I mean, it still might be better for us to do the headlands because I think we're a little bit faster at it and just let them do the up downs. But He is going to eventually figure out how to do this entire field if we just leave him alone. Just want to make sure everything's getting plowed properly here. Yep. We just need the lime at this point. Alright, so you're done. Let's pop the pipe out. Actually goes to the right. I was not expecting that. And there's our beautiful rice. Wow, this thing actually... Well, I mean, the harvester itself doesn't hold very much, but this truck will definitely be able to hold several of these fields worth. Oh, how do we get down there? Probably over here. I was about to drive you off a cliff. Alright, this next field down is very rectangular, so not... Actually, these next two fields are quite rectangular. Not very exciting, I suppose. Alright, I'm gonna try to set up the settings again, see if we can figure this out without us making a mistake again. Alright, get you started up here. Okay. Hold down. Work the headland, yes. Start with the headland. Yeah, I think that's still fair. Skip lines, no. Skip 0 lines. Cool. Okay, that's better settings. We like that. And we'll get you started. Does our, silo over here hold rice? I assume it will. There's no reason why it wouldn't hold rice, right? I actually really like this truck. This is... I'm really happy with this little truck. Yeah, it will hold the rice. I love it. I don't know why. I just love it. It's so cool. Alright, so he is doing the headlands now. That is good to see. Oh, can we actually send you over to get the, do you have a trailer hitch? Do not think you do. Do you have the option of having one? Let's go look at the trucks down here. Or are they at the top? They might be at the top. It's the lizard dragon? Yes, yes. There's actually several of these. There's even this little international one. Presumably it can have a... Oh, can it not have it? Oh no, it's a flatbed. I just had it on the flatbed. So it can be a tipper box body. Oh, that's kind of cool. Can't have a crew cab. The tipper's not very big though. I was hoping it would be bigger. A little disappointing. Anyway, the lizard one can be. We got the standard. We got the extension. We got the bale trailer. Very cool. Yes, we can have a trailer hitch. So we might actually go back and add the trailer hitch. It's only 500 bucks. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll bring that other thing back with us. Cool. I'm happy with that. Whoa! All right, it's a little scary. This is not American Truck Simulator, so the tractors, the vehicles definitely go a lot crazier in this game than they do in the American Truck Simulator game. I do not have the steering wheel set up. I think I'm not sure if I mentioned it on this or just the live stream. I'm just using the controller. But at some point I might try out the steering wheel. I have a steering wheel sitting behind me. If anybody watched my American Truck Simulator live stream, you'll know that I did spend a live stream setting it up and being a little bit frustrated at the very beginning, but eventually figuring it out and actually enjoyed it quite a bit. So we might try out the, I need to add something to this. We might try out the steering wheel again for this game at some point. No promises though, but we'll see. Let's go here. We can add our customize. We want to add the trailer hitch. Change the extension, please. And okay, there we go. 500 bucks. Oh, can we? Oh, is it not the right kind of hookup? Oh, what's a shame. It looks like it would be a ball hookup, but I guess not. That's a shame. All right, fair enough. We tried. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I still think it's okay to have the trailer hookup because we might use it for something else. All right, we'll just have to bring our tractor over here later. It's not a big deal. A little disappointed. Not gonna lie, but life goes on. What time is it? Oh, we're actually a little bit over time. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and pull over a second so I can say hi, say goodbye. We're gonna put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll continue up finishing harvesting our rice. We'll get something. We'll figure out what we're gonna plant on our other 2 fields after we get those plowed, limed, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. But as always, with a brand new series, it is still very, very important. I'm not gonna say this all the time. Just probably this first episode. Still very important. If you do like the videos, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you know when these videos and others like them go live. Comment below. I try to read all the comments and reply to as many as I can. And consider supporting the channel through channel memberships, either on here or also I have subscriptions obviously enabled on Twitch as well. So wherever you prefer is great, is awesome. I would love it. But yeah, it really helps support the channel, helps the new series get off on the right foot, and I would really, really appreciate it. Very much. So thank you very much for all that. Thank you for all the support you guys have already given me over the years, and hopefully we have a lot of fun with FS25 here as we get this started. So I do appreciate you guys watching though. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.